My MacBook has totally acts the fool whenever um, I start using iMovie. I don't know why. It just does not like iMovie. I don't know. Oh, Starbucks. I've gotten back into drinking Starbucks. I used to drink Starbucks all the time. If you know me personally, well, actually, no, this isn't really a well known fact. I'm not a caffeine person. When I was 16, I actually, or 15, I actually stopped consuming caffeine altogether. I would not drink any soda that have caffeine. I wouldn't drink tea unless it was herbal. Um, I wouldn't. I barely ate chocolate. I wouldn't even eat chocolate. Yeah, I didn't eat chocolate, and any kind of medication that had caffeine in it, I wouldn't take it. And then when I went to college, it just hit, and I just coffee, coffee, coffee. Always going to diners and going out for coffee, and but I still didn't drink soda like uh, Coke or anything. And then after a while, I was like, ah, screw it. And now, for the past like couple years, I'm back to the point where I do allow myself caffeine, but you'll never see me drinking like a bottle of Coke. Like, you'll never see me drinking Coke or Pepsi or anything like that. Every once in a while, I'll have a can of Dr. Pepper, and every once in a while, I'll allow myself to have Starbucks. This is like the second time that I've had coffee in a month. People like me don't need to be on caffeine. Trust me on that one. I don't need to be on caffeine. This is the new one. I'm almost done. I should have gotten a venti, but this is the mint mocha frappuccino. It's one of the ones that like it's only seasonal and it's gonna be gone soon. I liked last year's. Oh my gosh, do you remember? It was the raspberry mocha frappuccino. That was so. I'm a big raspberry person. I love anything raspberry flavored. I love, like, seriously. I've been like that for a couple years. I love raspberries. I love raspberries and I love raspberry flavoring, even though it's not the same thing, but I do. And I love the raspberry mocha frappuccino. This isn't bad. It's mint. I don't even know why I turned this thing on. I think I just turned it on to say hi. And I think I had something to say, but it obviously wasn't important because I can't remember it anymore. Oh, yeah. I'm putting in my application to volunteer at the SPCA, and I'm almost done with it, except for I have to. I think the only thing I have to do now is I have to write a check for the background check because they do background checks, I guess, to make sure that you're not some psycho that's gonna like kill animals. I mean, I can understand doing a background check for that. And I have to find some current photos of myself and send it to them. So I think I'm just gonna find some pictures of me on MySpace and print it out or something. Um, but yeah, I hope that works out because I've always wanted to volunteer at the SPCA for years. But the reason why I didn't was because before I joined the military and I lived in Jersey, I didn't have a car. And it was either my modes of transportation was either to get someone to drive me somewhere, take the bus, or take a taxi. And that's not always reliable. It was bad enough taking a bus to work for years because sometimes the bus wasn't reliable and it'd come late, or sometimes you missed the bus and then you were screwed. So, and plus I didn't even know where there was a SPCA in my area. I'm pretty sure there was one, but I wasn't sure of it, so I never, and plus I never looked it up. I never like found out what you had to do. So now that I know exactly where the SPCA is because I've been there twice. Once to surrender um, the kittens, and the second time was to readopt one of the kittens. But now that I know where it is, it's 40 minutes away. Yeah, 40, 50 minutes away. And I decided I really wanted to volunteer there. And they only they don't it's volunteer, but they hope that you'll volunteer at least 4 hours a month. And I'm like, 4 hours a month? I was gonna like volunteer like 20 hours a month. You only want 4? That's okay. Um, but yeah. So it's like $10 for the background check, and then if they decide they want you, which they will, because they always need people unless you killed somebody or something, but then they're gonna want $20 up front. This is because they have to give you like your apron and your name badge and that stuff, and you have to have a current Technoshot because you're working with animals, and sometimes when they come in, you know, they're not adoptable, unfortunately, and they might bite you or something. So you have to have a current Technoshot, which everybody in the military does. So I didn't have to worry about having to get a Technoshot. But I'm rambling, but that kind of made me feel good that I'm doing this, and hopefully I'll have that in the mail by Monday, and then it'll probably get there by Tuesday, and hopefully they'll look at it, and then maybe I'll get a call or email by the end of the week. That'd be great. And I renewed my my registration. It was very easy. I did it online, and I was worried it was gonna take forever because you're supposed to get a notice in the mail, a renewal notice, but I never got it because my barracks address was under the registration, and I have everything for it, but there's certain documents that don't get forwarded, and I think that's one of them because I haven't seen anything. But luckily, I was just able to give my car information and my license information, and it was very easy, and I submitted it, and of course I had to pay X amount of money, and then the next day I got an email saying that my registration was approved. That was awesome. It's gonna suck about 3 years from now when I'm in another state and then I have to like change everything over. That's gonna be hell. But for now, I'm excited that that's over with. Don't have to worry about that for another year. And as far as my inspection, I still have another year to worry about that because, you know, when you buy a brand new car, you have 2 years before you are due for an inspection. So I still have another year to worry about that. And if you've watched my videos, you know that I have a rear view mirror, a side view mirror to fix, which hopefully shouldn't be that expensive, but I just haven't had the time to worry about it. And yeah, I'm still bitter about that, and I'm still angry with my husband about that, even though it's been months. I mean, you can't blame me for feeling the way I feel. This is the first time I've ever had a brand new car that I am paying for by myself, and no one helped me. I've never had a brand new car before. I've never had a car like that before. And to have someone else mess it up, and it was like only 6 months old when that happened. I was upset, and I'm still upset. This video's on 9 minutes, and I'm sorry about that. That's what happens when I don't make videos every day. I should start. But I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. Bye.